What is it?
Yeah.
Blood?
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Hey there.
Hello. Background? Just my luck. What'll it be this time? Take a...
I can see that lone star from 1,000 miles away. It calls me back home, so I venture far astray. When I see that beacon shining for me all alone, it calls me back to Texas and to home. Lone star, shine down on my hometown. Fill my memory, light my way. Cattle in the old corral, the open range all around, sunlight and the smell of new mown hay. I remember though I've wandered and much happiness I found, till I wish that I could be back there today. I know my home is waiting for me by the river's shore. I know that all the ones I love would welcome me once more. In dreams I see them now, though it seems I'm back home. My thoughts are still of Texas and of home.
Fine then.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
I don't handle buying and selling for the gunrunners. Talk to the robot in the kiosk near our factory. For around 5 years now, I handle the supply end of things, raw materials and stuff. Makers of the finest high-grade weapons and ammunition in the Wasteland. If you ever get your hands on a piece of sweet, deadly hardware, there's a good chance that it came from one of our factories. None whatsoever. Everything inside the fence is off limits, and the guards have strict orders to shoot to kill. A lot of our high-end weaponry comes from pre-war military schematics. If our competition got a hold of them, it'd be bad for business. Out here, we don't have bosses. Me, the gunsmiths, and the guards all know what we're supposed to be doing. Working for the gunrunners is a sweet job. None of us would dare screw it up. Later.
Hello, potential customer. Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? This is the new Vegas branch of the Gunrunners, supplying the Wasteland with only the finest armaments since 2155. All Gunrunner merchandise is constructed on site. This kiosk was specially constructed around me to deter theft and assault. I am ready to process our transaction. Come back and see us again soon.
You're in luck, stranger. You just happen to be talking to the most successful bodyguard in all of Freeside. And I just happen to be available at the moment. 100 caps gets you a peaceful, pleasant trip through our fair district. Guaranteed. New to Freeside, are ya? Trust me, you won't make it 10 feet without being accosted by some of our more friendly residents. I happen to have an understanding with most of the local wildlife, however. With me by your side, they'll kindly find someone else to bother. So you want to run with the best or not? Are you sure? Well, don't say you weren't warned.
Hey there, you want to cruise Freeside in style? You do worse than hire a king to tag along. Only 100 caps. Freeside's a rough and tumble place, but it also belongs to the kings. You have one of us with you, and everyone else will give you a wide berth. Makes the stroll a bit more leisurely. That's what they all say, at first.
You could do worse than leave your life in my hands, Wanderer. Far worse. 100 caps sees you safely through Freeside. What do you say? You can go without one, but you'd be up to your waist in vermin either begging for your caps or demanding it at knife point the whole time. I've got a reputation for shooting first and not really bothering to ask questions later. With me around, the vermin should keep their distance. So what'll it be? I've already spotted 2 other potential customers while we've been chatting. It's your funeral. Come see me when you wise up.
Reach for the sky, mister. This is the best gun in the whole galaxy. I paid 1,000,000 caps for it, and it wasn't even brand new. Well, if you can get me most of it, I could give you a loan for the rest. See you later, alligator. Reach for the sky, mister. This is the best... Oh, man, it's Stacy's fault. She pretends like she didn't get hit. That's still a lot of money. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, it's time for me to sleep now. Good night.
I'm bored.
Evening.
Fine by me.
Hey there, you want to cruise Freeside in style? You do worse than hire a king to tag along. Only 100 caps. Now you're talking. Here's how it works. I'll keep nearby for the duration of your stay here, and no one messes with you. As soon as you split Freeside, I'm off. Nothing too complicated. That said, lead the way, Chief.
How's it going? If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies. I only offer services if the king gives the okay. Impress him and we can talk. Alright. Yeah, I've got a little side business going. What I'm about to share with you does not leave this room, eh? Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. No one can distinguish between my work and the real thing. What I'm referring to is passports. If you've got the caps, I can whip up a strip passport which will fool even the most well-trained eye. Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, they go for 500. Any less and it ain't worth the risk of getting caught. What do you say? You game? Here you go. Take a gander. Pleasure doing business with you. What do you want to know? If you haven't heard of the king, you must have been living under a rock or something. The king has his boys all over Freeside. He controls the water pump and is essentially the go-to guy for what goes around here. They are the local energy weapon dealers in Freeside. When it comes to lasers and plasma, they're the only game in town, and they keep it that way. Gloria's men are the best armed in Freeside and ruthless to boot. But her brother, Jean-Baptiste Cutting, puts them all to shame. Their joint is the only place in Freeside to get it all under one roof. They've got gambling, booze, chems, and whores. They're good folks, just don't cross them. They're known for tidying up loose ends with a bullet to the brain box. Anything else I can help you with? Thanks for stopping in.
Hello. Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man. For general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph. Things were better when the Omertas were buying, but we get by. Good selection from traders, and the Van Graffs keep things running. That's the thing. I have no idea. They just stopped buying guns all of a sudden. If you hear anything, let me know. Anything else I can help you with? Why? Do you work for one of the casinos? In that case, yes I do. Follow me. Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society. Welcome back. Sure, let's see what you've got. Have a look. Come back and see us soon.
Hello. Hey, what can I get you? Take it. Come back anytime. Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need. Have a look, baby. Talk to you later.
Is there anything more beautiful than a beautiful, busty Brahmin riding a caravaneer off into the sunset? Oh wait, I don't think that came out right.
Hi. Bye.
I wish he'd quit running.
Hey! Don't poke me!
Check it out, between the dumpsters there. Nah, just some idiot that wandered down the wrong alley. Sound familiar?
Fine by me.
fine by me.
How are you today? We're gonna have rat tonight. Thanks, mister. Thanks, mister. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. What are you doing? Stop by Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs, sir. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Hey, what's shaking? That friend of yours, NCR? He looks like he's NCR.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs. Hey. You want to get your hands on some of the deadliest weapons around? Head just down the street to the Silver Rush. You won't be disappointed.
Hey, baby. Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler if you want to have a good time.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you? We ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking. We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees. Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it. Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it. Okay, you got yourself a deal. Find escorts to fill the positions, and I'll pay double. Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up. The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Freeside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine. For the right caps, I might be able to put in a good word, or let people know you're not such a bad guy. What do you have in mind? Alright, I can chat you up, but it's gonna cost you. I'm not risking my reputation around here for nothing. That'll do nicely. I'll spin some stories about how you stopped a mugging or two and saved a kid's pet rat from certain doom. Sure, take a look. Thanks. See ya.
How's it?
Something you need, kid? Hunting and killing, plain and simple. Bingo! Now, if you're done asking stupid questions, I have more important things to do. You've got a mouth on you, kid. If I weren't busy working for the Garretts, I might give you a few lessons in common courtesy. Get lost. Something you need, kid? Be quick and quiet, and don't get dead.
Hey. Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly? Whoa, Nelly. There's insult comedy, and then there's psycho comedy. I guess you aren't the heckler Garrett hired to spice up my show. What do you want? Eesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management. Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly rowing in caps here, but what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out. Either you need to get your eyes checked, or that fame is fleeting thing is true. And since I happen to be world famous, you must be going blind. Name's Hadrian. Bet you never saw a ghoul in a suit before, huh? Of course, you don't exactly strike me as the worldly type. Yeah, go on. Scram.
Howdy. I hope you programmed that thing to be friendly to Freesiders.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. Looking to exchange? Later.
What do you need? Bye.
Pull up a stool and join the game, buddy.
You need to leave.
Hello there. Keep moving.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, New Vegas' best source of laser and plasma weapons. I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling. It should only take a moment. There, I've stowed all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll have to wait until it's over.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
Hello? Get the fuck away from me. The last man who bothered me volunteered to help test our weapons.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, where only top-of-the-line energy weapons can be found. What can I do for you? Not at all. There are chief competitors in this region and many others. That makes them our enemies. While I respect their business acumen, I'm obligated to try to destroy them however I can. That's business, after all. Very little, same as everyone else. We attempted to deal with him when we first moved into the area, but had no luck. He must have his own weapons supplies to keep as many laser-armed robots operational as he does. Makes me wonder where they are. I've only heard rumors, since this is the furthest east our operations go, but the rumors are pretty scary. They're said to be a huge slaver nation, with all the soldiers obeying their lord with unquestioning obedience. Sounds like a man I'd like to meet. Yes, it is. My brother and I run this particular branch, but our family has operations all over, particularly in California. Look around, and you'll notice two things. First, we don't lack for security. I'm not worried about anyone breaking in here or stealing our goods. Not that we don't occasionally have attempts, but even those prove useful. Do you know how much target dummies cost? Back to my point. The second thing you'll notice is that we do not sell cheap merchandise. Everything here is second to none. People who buy Van Graff goods typically don't care where they have to go to get them. This place is certainly lively, that's for sure. Did you want to know something specific about it? Ah, the rulers of Freeside. The Kings are a bunch of boys who refuse to grow up, and this is their playground. Their leader seems different, though. The few times I've dealt with him, I've been impressed, despite myself. Unfortunately, he rarely acts. The Kings believe that everyone in Freeside can do whatever they want, provided they can back it up with force. Which suits us just fine. When we first arrived in Freeside, the Kings protested when we kicked out the original occupant of this establishment. When we reduced several of their members to glowing puddles of goo, their objections vanished. Since then, we've left each other alone. I don't really have much to do with them. They seem to have an aversion to weapons technology, and those who possess a great deal of it. Their loss, really. Well, you probably noticed the Atomic Wrangler across the street. That's pretty much the place to go around here. They make it a little loud around here at night, but the business their proximity brings more than makes up for it. Other than them, you're better off skipping Freeside entirely and just heading to the Strip. Suits me. What did you have in mind? Oh, there's not much to tell. I was born into a big family and don't get along with my parents. So here I am, as far away from them as possible. You must not know a lot about my family, or you wouldn't have asked that. The Van Graffs and the NCR have been enemies for decades. They've tried to block our expansion for years, but we've managed to grow regardless. The problem is, they have too. The NCR is huge now. We're talking on a scale that's difficult to imagine. Time was, we could fight them and hold our own. Not so anymore. My family has enough men and guns to field a small army, but the NCR can field a really, really big army. Fighting them is out of the question now. It just so happens a position opened up recently. We currently need another body to guard the entrance outside. Think you can handle that? Wonderful. I already have a man outside who can show you the ropes and get you set up. His name is Simon. He's been with the family for years, so listen to what he says and follow his instructions.
Keep moving.
Welcome to the Sylv... Aw, crap. Don't tell me you're my new guard. You can always tell a rookie. You look too eager. Give the job a few hours, and the shine will come right off. You'll be covering the other side of the door there. Take your position while I get your stuff out. Good. Look around and get a feel for where customers and risks can enter and exit the area while I get your gear ready. Okay, now let's get you geared up. First, your armor. Standard issue is your run-of-the-mill combat armor, with a nice dark coat of paint for both brand recognition and sheer intimidation value. Next, your weapon. Guards are required to use rifles. Anything lighter compromises your combat effectiveness. Anything heavier and people are too scared to come in the door. What's your preference, laser or plasma? Nothing wrong with going plasma. Just make sure you hit what you're aiming at. Now that you're equipped, a quick word on the job at hand. In a nutshell, we're here to keep the riffraff away. Drunks, punks, and capless vermin are to be turned away. Potential customers are to be permitted normal entrance. That is, after we pat them down for weapons. An unarmed man is a lot less likely to try to steal something with several armed guards around. Don't start any fights. I don't care if some jet junkie just assaulted your mother. We're here to promote violence elsewhere, not start it here. Lastly, don't abandon your post. We're getting paid to stand next to this door, not talk to someone down the street or head to the casino. That goes double for any thoughts of splitting with that gear. Every now and then, some young punk thinks he can run off with Van Graff property. Trust me, the rifle and armor are nice, but they're not worth your life. Other than that, relax. There's usually some eye candy coming and going from the Wrangler over there at some point, so the view's not too bad. Settle in. You've got some hours left before your shift ends. Here comes a winner. I'll let you handle this one.
Hi there. Is this where I can pick up a laser gun? Fine, I'm going. I'll take my business elsewhere.
More like he's going to the Wrangler for another drink. You watch. Another one coming. You're on.
Hi. I was, in the area and thought I'd stop by to look at your weapons. Can I go in? Fine by me.
He's clean. See? Not so hard, is it? Heads up. Looks like we got another customer.
Howdy! I just done broke the bank over at the Wrangler there and thought I might peruse your fine wares. Maybe lighten my purse a little? Now hold on here, I'm not packing any heat. Ain't my word good enough for you? I suppose it's alright, if there's no other choice.
He's clean.
See? Told you so.
Looks like that guy's headed this way. Don't screw it up.
Hey, looking for something to replace my old revolver. Mind if I head in? That's not really necessary, is it? I already told you I got this here revolver, right? Damn, I knew this wasn't gonna work. Over here!
What in the hell do you suppose that was about? Help me clean this up. No one's gonna want to shop here with a corpse out front. Crap. This I do not need today. Keep your head straight with me. Things are about to get interesting.
Hey, Simon. How's it hanging? Looks like you've got a little helper today.
What can I say? Business has been good lately. Can afford to help.
Good to hear, buddy. So is the boss lady in?
You know she is. Why don't you go in and say hi?
Nah, I got some rounds to run. But do pass along that I'm always thinking of her. Actually, I got a better idea. Make the new hire tell her. You'll do that for me, won't you? I would, but I tend to distract the boss lady a little too much. She can't help herself. Anyway, I got things to do. Later, Simon.
Way to keep your head, rookie. Let's hope for you yet. It's just about closing time. Let's go see the boss about getting paid. Oh, I'm gonna need the rifle and armor back. Boss's orders. Welcome to the Silver Rush, New Vegas' best source of laser and plasma weapons.
Simon's been telling me how it went. Let's do a quick recap. You kept away the undesirables, patted down the rest for weapons, and kept your cool. That is to say, you performed as instructed. Simon was impressed, and so am I. So you get a small bonus with your normal pay. Unfortunately, I found someone else with a little more experience, and he'll take over the position starting tomorrow. However, another task has come up that I could use some help with, assuming you're still interested in making some money. There's a deal that we've been working on for a while now, and the buyer would like a sample of our weapons. I need you to run a package out to a discreet location that the client has chosen. Sound good? Good. Here's the package. I'll mark the location on your map. The buyer said they'd be in town for quite a while, so there's no rush. That said, try not to dawdle. This client could mean big money for us, which naturally means big money for you.
We're watching you closely.
Are you the Van Graff's emissary? Do you have what we requested? Huh. Then our business is concluded. Tell your superiors that we will contact them shortly. We've already concluded our business. I suggest you return to your employers. Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Hey.
Come to
good
Mick and Ralph's
see
for
you.
all your shopping needs.
What's up? Man, I'm hungry. I give anything for a fancy lad. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Tables more friendly, and the women are just like you.
Welcome to the Silver Rush. New...
Welcome back. Did you have news for me, or are you just here for the guns? And? Don't leave me in suspense. What was their reaction? Good. Good. Here's your payment. If you'll excuse me, I have some thinking to do. Oh, Jean-Baptiste was talking about a matter earlier that he needs help with. I volunteered you. See him for the details. Welcome back. Did you have news for me, or are you just here for the guns? Of course.
watching you closely.
Ah, just the person I was looking for. Your name came up in a discussion we had recently. My sister is very impressed with you so far, but I'm not. I don't think you have what it takes to work for this family. Luckily for you, I'm going to give you a chance to prove me wrong. What do you say? Want to make some real money? All right then. If we're going to work together, there's only one thing you need to know about me. I like things simple. Recently, Glory negotiated a deal between us and a big-time player. We're talking more caps than you'd probably see in a lifetime. Your part in this is simple. To finalize this deal, I need to tie up a loose end. To do that, there's a girl I need you to find. Her name is Rose of Sharon Cassidy. That's some fancy shit, right? Don't know what her mother was thinking with a name like that. But this girl and I, we need to have a discussion. Find her, bring her here, so I can talk to her, one-on-one. Really, NCR all around her. Well, tell you what, you find a way to bring her here. She'll want to hear what I have to say. Find her, bring her back here so we can talk. Needless to say, there's some good money in it for you.
Keep moving.
Hey there, need anything? Sure, here's what I got.
Hey.
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind? Jean-Baptiste. Sounds like someone got knocked out of the good book so hard his name broke. Either that, or it's Canadarian or some such shit. So who is this Baptiste, and what does he want? The only Van Graffs I know are the ones out west. Well, except for Gloria Van Graff, and I don't know her all that well. Nor do I want to. Don't have any objection speaking with him. Though if he's with the Van Graffs, he should know I'm not looking to buy weapons. You take care now. You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind? Not leaving here until my caravan paper's clear. Or my title goes away. If you were looking for someone to caravan with, I'd try the Crimson Caravan up north. They pretty much run the roads now. You take care now.
Background? Just my luck. What'll it be this time? Fine then.
You come around like a bad habit. Jean. Either. The only don't have. You take.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Evening. Fucking expensive to get into the Strip these days.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you? Certainly. What would you like to know? The Crimson Caravan Company has been in business for over 130 years. We're partially responsible for the progress in the NCR. Well, the gunrunners continue to dominate the weapons market, and the Mormon traders from New Canaan control the majority of the northern routes. Normally, I oversee company operations at the hub in California. However, the New Vegas branch has been underperforming in recent years. Given the conditions here, It's not hard to see why. I'll change all that soon enough. All right. Is there anything else I can do for you? I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner. Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran. It's been a pleasure.